Choose life. Choose a job. Choose a career. Choose a family. Choose a fucking big television. Choose washing machines, cars, compact displays and electrical tin openers. Choose good health, low cholesterol and dental insurance. Choose fixed interest mortgage repayments. Choose a starter home. Choose your friends. Choose leisure wear and matching luggage. Choose a three-piece suite on hire purchase and a range of fucking fabrics. Choose DIY and wondering who the fuck you are on a Sunday morning. Choose sitting on that couch watching mind-numbing, spirit-crushing game shows, stuffing fucking junk food into your mouth. Choose rotting away at the end of it all, pissing your last in a miserable home, nothing more than an embarrassment to the selfish, fucked up brats that you've spawned to replace yourselves. Choose your future. Choose life. But why would I want to do a thing like that? I chose not to choose life. I chose something else. And the reasons? There are no reasons. Who needs reasons when you've got heroin?
These are not the first words Evan Welsh uses in his book, although Danny Boyle's film starts from this speech, giving life to one of the most compelling and punchy opening scenes in the history of cinema. In the book, these words appear in the central part and represent a kind of consideration of taking stock of life. About the plot, Mark Renton is an ex-student at university, by now hopelessly got into the drug tunnel, being addicted to heroin. The story develops while Mark tries, fails and tries again to detoxify. Simon, alias Sick Boy, is Renton's best friend, a womanizer who shares with Rent the addiction to drugs. Spud is not as smart as the others, being, moreover, too sensitive and lacking of personality. And then there is Bagby, the oldest of the group, the only one that isn't a drug addict. But he is a loutish, addicted to alcohol and aggressive, that believes himself a tough guy. Trainspotting is the history of this young man living in Edinburgh in the 1980s. Together with them, there are many minor characters in the course of the story, creating a fragmented narration made of the alternation of point of view. Welsh is able to identify each character with a peculiar way of expressing himself, so the reader is always well aware of which point of view is facing. Rent is characterized by the richness of reflections. Sick Boy has the strange habit of talking of himself in the third person. Spud has a bad grammar and Bagby is recognizable thanks to his grossness. Trainspotting main ingredients are irony and grossness that lighten the major themes addressed in the book: drug, alcohol, youth unemployment, troubles relating to people and AIDS, which led to a general and excessive phobia in the 1980s. It is important to underline that the book is not aimed at educating or judging the life choices of Renton and his friends. It only wants to give the reader their point of view, and even Welsh is well aware of what he is talking about. In fact, he was born in a residential area in a run-down district of Edinburgh and used drugs for a period of his life. The title is based on an episode in which Renton and Bagby are approached by a tramp at the train station, who asks them if they were train spotting, i.e., if they were looking at trains having nothing better to do. And train spotting is precisely what these friends are doing. but not literally. They are watching the train of life passing in front of them every day. About the film, the probability of failing making a film out of this book was very high, but Danny Boyle did a great job. The plot is captivating, the direction is brilliant, the actors are talented, the soundtrack is fitting, and the lines are unforgettable. It is no coincidence that the walls of Renton's bedroom are papered with trains. In fact, this childish wallpaper goes perfectly with the bad trip Renton has to deal with when he goes through withdrawal. Moreover, the song playing in the background is Dark and Long by Underwood, as a way to symbolize the decline into withdrawal. Almost for the same reason, the word train can be found in the title both of the film and the book. Despite everything, the film has some differences compared to the book. One of the most important differences is the relationship between Renton and Diane. In fact, in the film they have a sexual relationship based on a physical attraction, while in the book Diane is interested in Renton just to obtain ashes. Moreover, at the end of the sex scene between Renton and Diane, she kicks him out of her room, naked, with the clothes in his hands. After lying down on the sofa, Renton takes the condom off. In the book, the same scene is carried out without using any protection, and from this episode, Renton starts thinking about all his sexual relationships. Indeed, even as a drug addict, he has always been careful in using condoms, while at the first occasion to have sex after getting clean, he risks to contract AIDS. There are some further but small differences between film and book, such as the maternity of Dawn, the newborn that dies, while her mother, Renton, sick boy, and the others are in the room next door taking drugs. In the film, Allison is the mother of Dawn, while in the book, the mother is Leslie, another friend of theirs. Moreover, in the book, Welsh refers to Renton's best friend with his nickname, Sick Boy, but also with his real name, Simon Williamson, while in the film he is known only for his nickname. In addition, in the film it seems to be Renton's fault if Tommy starts taking drugs. In reality, in the book, it is clear that Tommy is already addicted to drugs as amphetamine. Renton only gives him some heroin when Tommy asks him to try after having broke up with his girlfriend, Lizzie. But the main difference between the book and the film is the point of view used for the narration. While the film is entirely narrated through Renton's eyes, in the book Welsh decides to use different speakers and to alternate them. All the main characters have their part as speaker, narrating episodes in which they are the main character. Logically, they speak in first person. Stylistically, Welsh helps the reader understand the changes in perspective, using for each character a different vocabulary and peculiar stock phrases. Each character speaks in his personal way. Someone uses curse words, while someone else talks in an hallucinated way. In the film, Boyle decides to change this stylistic choice and to replace it with the insistent techno-electronic soundtrack. It is clear that drug plays a key role in the story, but it is also the pretext from where to develop the sequence of events. Welsh's book is not the story of some drug-addicted guys. It is about the life of some Scottish boys who take some drugs and who do it without an evident reason, as the only way to glimpse a possibility of existence. Welsh offers us a cross-section of the Scottish society, a society that is adrift and that no longer offers a possibility to find a steady job to young people. Indeed, a chapter of the book is entitled Scotland Takes Drugs in Psychic Defense. The deep meaning of the story can be resumed in this point. Drug is a defense carried out from the characters against a society that could find no use in these young people. Rent, Spud, and Sick Boy defend themselves through drugs, while the others defend themselves as they can. Franco Bagby through alcohol, Tommy through love, and Gail through sex.